Samantha Mackenzie, and this is my first assignment for EPP 1100. Today I'm going to talk to you about what makes teaching a profession, what strengths I think I bring to the profession, what kind of teacher I aspire to be, what styles resonate with me, my responsibilities prior to beginning prac, and how I will communicate professionally with students and my mentor on prac. Firstly, what makes teaching a profession? You can't just walk in off the street and expect to be able to successfully teach children in a classroom. You need extensive knowledge and training to be able to successfully teach children to be all that they can be. It takes expertise and very specific knowledge and skills. You are accountable for the quality of the teaching that you are providing. And there are very strict requirements that you need to meet before you can actually go into a school and begin to teach. To begin with, you are required to attend a university and study for 4 years to receive a Bachelor of Education, which helps to build your knowledge and skills around the practices of teaching and the pedagogy that you need to teach a child. You then need to obtain registration, as without this you are not legally allowed to teach in a school setting. Once you have your registration, there are elevated standards and expectations that you must recognise. These are outlined in the Australian Professional Standards for Teachers. In this, you need to know children and how they learn, know the content that you are teaching, plan and implement lessons effectively, create a supportive and safe environment, assess and report on their learning, continue learning yourself through professional development, and how to work with others such as parents, other teachers, and the community. These are professional standards that you are required to show on a daily basis. Professional knowledge, professional practice, and professional engagement. You specialise in the field of teaching content to students and adapting that content so that all children can succeed in the classroom. You don't just walk in, do your job, collect your money and go home. It is a specialised field and you need specialist training to help you to do the best that you can do. I believe my strengths are that I'm very passionate about the growth of children and learners, and I'm also very organised. I like to be planned. I like to know what I'm doing before I start doing it. It is important to be passionate about what you do on a daily basis, otherwise you don't do the best that you can. In the Alice Springs Education Declaration, it states that highly skilled teachers have the ability to change the lives of their students and can help inspire and nurture a child not only in academic development but in personal development as well. I enjoy the fact that you can have a child come into your classroom at the beginning of the year and you can watch that child grow through your nurturing to see them develop into something more at the end of the year. I like the fact that I help them grow. And being organised is an extremely important part of teaching. You can manage your time better, as we are all time restricted with the curriculum. And if you know what you're doing before you do it, you are more confident and you know what you are teaching, and the children can get reassured then that they know that they are getting the best teacher that they can get. The kind of teacher that I aspire to be is a teacher that recognises a child's abilities and can provide a safe and kind environment for a child to feel welcome and valued. I like to build confidence in a child and help them to see that they play an important part in the world for who they are and what they can do. Teaching styles and strategies that resonate most with me are cooperative learning, inquiry-based instructions, and most importantly at the moment, technology in the classroom. I work in a school as a teacher aide, and the most amazing thing is happening in the last few weeks because we know how much, and we're beginning to understand how much we rely on technology. Technology plays a massive role in education. And with the coronavirus and what's happening with this, children have now been taken out of an environment that they're used to, being in a structured classroom with desks and charts and whiteboards, and they now need to be able to adapt to learning through a device at home. They can still receive the same content, but it's a different environment, and technology plays an important role with that. My responsibilities prior to prac are to firstly make sure that I have a blue card that's current. All the university requirements and paperwork have been completed. I would receive a notification as to where I'm going to be placed. So I would contact the teacher through email or through a phone call and ask maybe for a meeting. I would talk to them about the content that they're currently teaching and what their plans are for the time that I'll be there on prac. So I'll talk to them about what they're currently teaching and how I can assist within that. Possible topics that I would discuss at the pre-prac visit are dress codes, school-specific rules and routines, timetables. I would go through the curriculum and ask to have a look for perhaps planning for the period that I was going to be there for. I would ask questions if I'm not sure about something completely, and to look and act professional. Turn up on time, be organised and prepared with lesson plans, and then to ask for feedback and to take that feedback on constructively because I am still learning. So communication plays a really important part in how you present yourself to a class and a teacher. So you begin to communicate to a class before you even open your mouth and verbalize words. Posture and body language can give huge messages to students. So I'll communicate with the students and the mentor by introducing myself and explaining why I'm there. Stand up straight and with a presence that shows that I want to engage them to learn. Be excited and make the lessons interesting, and be able to be open and talk about things. So be flexible. The lesson might not go exactly as you planned it to go, but if you're engaging the student, that's probably the most important part. Talk with different tones and ask questions to get them into a discussion and start to think about subjects. Talk with them and answer their questions when able. Use body language, show that I am confident and know what I am teaching. Praise them for attempting something and use eye contact to show that I am engaged and listening. Don't talk over people and use verbal cues to move students between activities or discussions, because you still have to keep a certain control of the time and the lesson and where you want that to go. So when I'm communicating with my mentor, I'll use face-to-face or email, and I'll be clear and ask questions if I'm not sure about something. Thank you.